If you had to wait so long, why not on the 25-year anniversary of the '91 team? And it was just it was the perfect storm in many ways for the women to be competing up there and them to have success on Friday and for us on Saturday, back to them for the national title. And it's almost like, in a fun way, it was the kids competing against each other, not against each other, but with each other to like, we're going to get you, and to beat the same team is pretty magical. And to celebrate with Jenny's husband Dan and the '91 team on the same day and weekend, and it's just so special for all of us. You look at what happened this past weekend and the fact that both teams were in the same hotel and supporting each other, and the kids are supporting one another, and the coaches are, and I mean, it was just a magical moment to spend it, and to have her team stay the extra night, take the bus back so they could stay and watch us compete and win for win a national championship is just a credit to how Jenny runs her program and what it means to be a Tar Heel. I'm going to savor this moment for a long time. Again, I can't put into words how much this means to our alumni and our friends of the program that have stuck with us for the last 2 decades and believed in the system that we were putting in, and sticking with us when some may not have.
Yeah, I've been here 21 years, and Caroline always talks about the Carolina family athletically, and I know that's one of Joe's core values that he has out in front, and I think this weekend really just shows it. It's a example of that. But Anson was available to me on Saturday. I had a question for him about my pregame speech. Coach Roy just had knee surgery and was texting me, and I'm sure they were with you too. So, all the different coaches here have all sent both, I can't talk for you, but I know for me, I'm sure for you, just good luck, congratulations, and that's how it is around here. And I think success breeds success. It's a healthy competitiveness between our athletes, I think, but they like to see each other achieve, and they want people to win national championships here, and I think that's really cool. And that comes from the top down. That comes from all the coaches really respecting the work that each of us do individually with our programs.
Then I was talking to Coach Metzbauer this morning. I said, "Do you remember all the conversations we had about Chris Cloutier being short stick, and should we move him to midfield, and Patrick back down to attack, and Timmy to attack, and maybe Ponch should play midfield?" And I mean, it was like checkers and chess for the first 6 games of the year, and then we finally just said, look, it may not be about who's playing where, it's about how hard we're playing and how much we should play together and for each other. And that's how it kind of developed and grew as an offense and as a team.
That was one of my favorite moments of the weekend, besides when you guys won and you did your thing and then the team rushed over to where our guys were. I thought that, and we couldn't do that on your day because we weren't here.
But you stayed.
Collectively, but then we stayed, so we
really
made it
cool.
up for you in the end. But
it was awesome.
But I was up in my room, and there was an atrium in the hotel, and I could hear all this like craziness downstairs. I'm like, oh, our parents are going nuts. And then I looked down, I'm like, oh my God, it's the men's team. That's awesome. I just thought it was a really cool moment for the players in both programs. I think as a coach, and Joe can agree with this, when your team plays their best game on the last day, it's really rewarding to watch as a coach. And I've watched bits and pieces of our game, and we just played really, really well. And I think probably Maryland will look back on that film and be like, how in the world did they get that feed in? And we had 10 goals out of our 13 were assisted. And that's a really high level lacrosse game. And Maryland's a lot of great players. They have 2 Twarton finalists to our none. And they've got another first-team All-American attacker, so they're star-studded, and I just think it was more not about what Maryland didn't do. I think it was more about what we did do, and our overall preparation from front to back was really good. And we were ugly all year. We won some ugly games this year, and we always thought like we were gritty, not pretty. And it just really worked out for us, and it's not by accident. We worked hard to get there. So, but it was really nice to beat the Terps twice and put a little salt on the Red State. They need a little shrinking, so I like it.